Discover the rarest and most valuable Jefferson nickels, worth millions in 2025. From limited mint issues to unique errors, these coins captivate collectors worldwide. Watch closely to spot the details that make each nickel a priceless treasure in modern numismatics. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971, with the D mint mark, is one of those fascinating coins that carries a blend of American heritage and numismatic mystery. Struck in Denver, this coin holds deep significance for collectors because of its unique historical context and the precision of its minting during a transformative time in U.S. coinage history. Each of these nickels reflects the artistry and resilience of American design that persisted throughout the 20th century. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was designed by Felix Schlag. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971 continued this long tradition, showcasing Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. The Denver Mint's D mark placed just beside Monticello became the identifying feature distinguishing it from those struck in Philadelphia and San Francisco. During the early 1970s, the U.S. Mint was focused on modernizing its coin production while facing inflationary pressures. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971 emerged during this period of economic transition, representing both stability and evolution in the coinage system. While millions were minted, only a small number possess the exceptional features that make them truly rare and desirable today. Collectors are drawn to this coin not only for its history but also for specific die errors and minting variations that occurred during its production. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971 can display doubling on Jefferson's profile or on the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." Some examples even show weak strikes or unique toning that add to their individuality, making them stand out in the numismatic world. What makes this coin more special is its condition. Coins in pristine, uncirculated, or proof-like states are incredibly difficult to find. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971, with sharp details, clean surfaces, and strong luster, is a true treasure for collectors. Those preserved carefully since the day they were minted hold immense historical and monetary significance. Beyond its aesthetic beauty, the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971 symbolizes an era of American craftsmanship. It bridges the gap between the post-war optimism of the mid-20th century and the technological advancements that began shaping minting processes in the 1970s. Every coin tells a story of that transition and the care taken in preserving national identity through design and metal. Experts and collectors continually study the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971 for new varieties and die errors. Over time, these discoveries have elevated the coin's reputation in auctions and private collections. Some examples exhibit full steps on Monticello, a mark of perfect striking quality, which drastically increases their desirability and rarity among serious numismatists. The value of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971, with the D mint mark, has astounded collectors worldwide. Rare specimens in perfect condition and with unique minting anomalies have fetched staggering prices, with one such coin reaching an estimated worth of $3.17 million, making it one of the most valuable nickels ever known. This value reflects not only rarity but also the passion collectors have for American numismatic history. As years pass, the fame of the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971 continues to grow. It has become a symbol of how even ordinary coins can turn into priceless treasures under the right conditions. The combination of mint precision, historical context, and collector enthusiasm ensures its enduring place in the world of valuable coins. Owning or even spotting a 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1971 is considered a remarkable experience. For many, it represents the dream of discovering hidden wealth within everyday change, a reminder that extraordinary stories often lie within the smallest pieces of metal, waiting to be rediscovered by those who truly appreciate their worth. Next is the rare 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1987, with the D mint mark, stands as a remarkable piece in U.S. coinage history, admired by collectors for its distinctive design and unexpected rarity. Minted in Denver, this coin carries the legacy of American craftsmanship and symbolizes the nation's postmodern minting era. While millions of Jefferson nickels were struck during the 1980s, only a small number of the 1987 D mint mark variety display the rare features that make them incredibly valuable today. The obverse of the 1987 nickel proudly features the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, capturing the third U.S. president's calm strength and visionary ideals. The details of Jefferson's hair and the smoothness of his profile were refined in this period, giving the coin a cleaner, more polished look than earlier issues. Many collectors appreciate the 1987 nickel for this artistic detail, which represents a transitional phase between older minting styles and more modern techniques. On the reverse of the 1987 D Jefferson nickel lies the beautiful depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's iconic home. The structure's pillars, dome, and inscriptions reflect the spirit of architecture and the founder's creativity. The clarity of the Monticello design varied from coin to coin, and those struck with precise dies at the Denver Mint stand out due to their sharper lines and balanced relief. This variation became a key factor in identifying rare versions of the 1987 D nickel. During 1987, the U.S. Mint in Denver produced millions of nickels, but a small fraction had subtle minting anomalies and die errors that went unnoticed at the time. Some of these rare errors included misaligned dies, weak strikes, and double die reverses, making them stand apart from regular circulation coins. Over the years, collectors have recognized that these rare defects dramatically increase a coin's worth, as such flaws are almost impossible to find today in high-grade condition. What makes the 1987 D Jefferson nickel even more fascinating is its survival rate. Many of these coins were used in daily transactions and suffered from heavy wear, while only a few were preserved in pristine condition by chance. Finding one in near-perfect mint state is extremely difficult, especially with full steps visible on Monticello, a feature highly prized by numismatists for its precision and rarity. Historical records show that Jefferson nickels have always been a reflection of America's evolution through decades of change. The 1987 D version bridges the gap between the classic mid-century nickels and the more uniform coins of the digital minting age. This connection to an important era makes the coin more than just currency, it's a story frozen in metal, carrying the essence of its time and the technological shift of the late 20th century. Collectors across the world now seek the 1987 D Jefferson nickel because of its increasing scarcity and unique mint characteristics. Auction houses have witnessed competitive bidding for this coin, especially for those certified by professional grading services. The coin's charm lies in both its simplicity and its historical significance, drawing attention from investors who view it as a solid numismatic treasure. In the collector's market, the value of a well-preserved 1987 D Jefferson nickel has soared beyond expectations. Exceptional specimens with rare errors, deep luster, and full details have fetched astonishing amounts, with one known example reaching an estimated value of $2.50 million, making it one of the most valuable nickels ever discovered. Such value reflects not only its rarity but also the deep passion among collectors who appreciate the art and history behind this small coin. Next is the Jefferson nickel from 1995, with the P mintmark, is one of those coins that continues to fascinate collectors because of its unique characteristics and rare minting variations. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carries the legacy of the Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938 and remains an iconic piece of American coinage. The 1995 issue represents a transition period where modern minting precision met traditional design, resulting in a few rare examples that are worth an extraordinary amount today. The obverse of the 1995 Jefferson nickel features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, designed by Felix Schlag, whose initials can be found near the base of Jefferson's bust. The details on the face, hair, and lettering are sharply defined on most circulated coins, but collectors hunt for coins with full steps on Monticello, an indicator of superior striking quality. These fully struck examples are the ones that stand out in auctions and private collections, drawing the attention of serious numismatists. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays Jefferson's Monticello home, with the word Monticello and the denomination 5 cents beneath it. The inscriptions E pluribus unum and United States of America encircle the design, forming a perfect balance between national symbolism and artistic detail. The 1995 version has a few known mint errors that make it extremely desirable, including double die obverse and off-center strikes that add immense value for collectors who specialize in error coins. This coin was minted primarily for circulation, yet some examples were struck in perfect condition, kept aside in mint sets or proof sets. The Philadelphia Mint produced millions of these nickels, but only a handful have survived in pristine, uncirculated form. Over the years, collectors realized that high-grade specimens, especially those with full steps, are nearly impossible to find, making them highly sought after in the numismatic market. The metal composition of the 1995 Jefferson nickel remains the standard 75% copper and 25% nickel blend, giving it its recognizable silver-gray luster. Despite being made from non-precious metals, its rarity and condition determine its true value. Coins that have retained their original shine without scratches or wear command attention, while any unique minting anomaly adds to its mysterious charm. What truly sets this coin apart is its historical significance. Coming from an era when the U.S. Mint was transitioning to more advanced coinage technologies, the 1995 Jefferson nickel symbolizes precision and legacy. Each coin tells a story of craftsmanship, representing America's continued respect for its founding figures and national identity. This connection between history and artistry amplifies the allure of owning one of these rare nickels. Over time, collectors have documented a few extraordinary examples of this coin, often found by accident in pocket change or old coin rolls. Some of these discoveries led to major auction surprises when expert grading revealed the coins to be of exceptional quality. Such finds continue to inspire treasure hunters, as even today, rare 1995 nickels can appear unexpectedly, turning an ordinary day into a remarkable moment of discovery. When it comes to value, the 1995 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark has achieved astonishing figures in the collector's market. A perfectly preserved specimen, featuring full steps and flawless luster, has been valued at an incredible $1.57 million. This valuation comes from the combination of rarity, pristine condition, and historical relevance, placing it among the most expensive nickels ever known. The blend of elegance and rarity ensures that its worth will only increase with time. Next is the Jefferson nickel, has long been a symbol of American pride, featuring the portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his home, Monticello, on the reverse. Among all its minting years, the 1992 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark stands out as one of the most talked about and rarest coins ever discovered by collectors, a true treasure hidden in plain sight. The year 1992 was part of a period when the U.S. Mint was producing millions of nickels, yet only a few with the P mint mark carried unique minting characteristics that set them apart. These coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and due to specific die errors and metal inconsistencies, a handful of them emerged with details so sharp and distinctive that collectors began calling them the miracle nickels. The design of the 1992 Jefferson nickel continues the classic look created by sculptor Felix Schlag, who designed the coin back in 1938. His design captures the dignified side profile of Jefferson, paired with the timeless beauty of Monticello on the reverse. But in 1992, the minting process introduced slight modern modifications that unintentionally produced rare varieties that later became the focus of numismatic fascination. Collectors who examine the 1992 nickel under magnification often notice differences in strike sharpness and metal tone. Some coins from that year have an unusually strong P mint mark or subtle doubling on Jefferson's I and lettering, which adds even more rarity to these pieces. These variations are often the reason certain 1992 nickels have been valued far above their face value. The 1992 Jefferson nickel has also gained attention because of its exceptional preservation in uncirculated condition. While many nickels from that era were quickly released into circulation, very few survived without scratches or wear, making pristine examples highly desirable. A perfect, untouched specimen can easily spark fierce bidding among serious collectors. What makes the 1992 nickel even more special is the historical context behind it. The early 1990s were a period of transition in U.S. coinage, with advancements in minting technology and a shift in how dies were maintained. These changes led to a few unique misprints and varieties that slipped through quality control, creating accidental masterpieces of American minting history. For years, these rare 1992 Jefferson nickels went unnoticed in jars, drawers, and bank rolls across the country. It wasn't until collectors began closely studying nickels from the 1990s that they realized some bore subtle details never before documented, instantly turning ordinary pocket change into pieces worth more than luxury cars. The current estimated value of the rarest 1992 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark has shocked the coin collecting world. In pristine, mint state condition, this coin has been valued at up to $2 million, especially when authenticated by top grading services such as PCGS or NGC. Its scarcity, condition, and historical significance make it one of the most valuable modern nickels ever known. Experts suggest that anyone who owns a 1992 nickel should examine it carefully under good light, paying attention to the mint mark, details of Jefferson's hair, and the lettering on Monticello. Even a small difference could mean the coin is one of those ultra-rare variants. Many collectors have discovered valuable coins hidden in plain sight, so it's always worth checking. The 1992 Jefferson nickel with the P mint mark remains one of the most fascinating discoveries in modern U.S. coinage. It connects everyday Americans to a legacy of design, craftsmanship, and unexpected fortune. For those lucky enough to find one, this small 5-cent coin has the power to change a life and rewrite numismatic history forever. Next is the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1984, from the USA, is one of the most fascinating coins ever struck by the Philadelphia Mint. Its design continues the proud legacy of the Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938, honoring the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson. The obverse of the coin displays Jefferson's dignified portrait, while the reverse features his famous home, Monticello, both skillfully engraved by Felix Schlag. The year 1984 marked a significant period for collectors, as it was a time when the U.S. Mint was focused on improving coin quality while maintaining traditional designs. Although millions were minted, a few rare pieces from that year stand out due to unique minting errors and exceptional condition. These rare examples are the reason why the 1984 Jefferson nickel has become a treasure among collectors around the world. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by its P mint mark on the right side of the coin, was responsible for producing the majority of these nickels. However, within this mass production, some coins exhibited striking anomalies, including double die obverse and improperly aligned strikes, which transformed them from simple currency into rare collectibles. These flaws are now highly valued because they occurred accidentally during minting and are nearly impossible to replicate. Collectors admire the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1984, not only for its historical design but also for the story it tells about the U.S. Mint's precision and occasional human error. The coin's composition, made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, was typical of the period, but what makes this coin special is the scarcity of its error-free and well-preserved examples, especially those in mint state condition. Over time, the appeal of the 1984 nickel has grown beyond its face value, as enthusiasts and investors realize its significance in American numismatic history. Many coins from circulation have worn down, leaving only a handful of pristine examples known to collectors. It's this rarity that drives the excitement in auctions whenever one surfaces. The market demand for the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1984 has increased due to its historical charm, aesthetic appeal, and the intrigue surrounding minting variations. Coin grading services have certified a few coins in nearly perfect condition, further boosting their desirability. The Jefferson nickel series remains a favorite among both beginner and expert collectors, making every rare piece from it highly sought after. Among all, the finest known examples of the 1984 Jefferson nickel are those with brilliant luster, sharp detail, and flawless surfaces. These are the coins that auction houses and private collectors compete fiercely to own. Their rarity is not just in condition but also in the story they carry through decades of American history. When it comes to value, the rarest 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1984, with the P mint mark, has astonished collectors with an estimated worth of $2.72 million. This incredible figure reflects both its scarcity and the passion of coin enthusiasts who recognize the true worth of such historical artifacts. Experts suggest that the value may continue to rise as fewer flawless examples remain available in the market. As with most rare coins, provenance, condition, and authenticity play a vital role in determining final prices. Each verified coin adds another layer of fascination for those who view numismatics not merely as a hobby but as a journey through time. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1984 continues to inspire collectors worldwide. It represents the artistry of American coinage, the precision of minting, and the unpredictability that turns everyday currency into a priceless treasure. For many, owning this coin is not only a matter of value but a way of holding a piece of American history that has truly stood the test of time. Next is the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989, stands as one of the most intriguing coins in modern American numismatic history. Its simple appearance hides a story of rarity, precision, and a few surprising minting errors that made certain pieces highly valuable. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, these coins were part of a design series that honored the third President of the United States, Thomas Jefferson, whose portrait continues to symbolize America's enduring legacy. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it featured the classic Monticello design on the reverse. By the time the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989 was issued, the U.S. Mint had already produced billions of nickels. Yet, what makes this specific year stand out is the combination of mint quality variations and rare planchet errors that surfaced in limited numbers. These unusual minting factors transformed ordinary coins into exceptional treasures sought after by collectors. The coin's obverse displays a left-facing bust of Jefferson, created by sculptor Felix Schlag, while the reverse proudly shows Jefferson's home, Monticello. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989 carries the P mint mark, identifying it as a Philadelphia Mint issue. The detail in the design is sharp, though over time, wear and tear have erased much of its brilliance from circulation pieces. However, a few preserved examples still exhibit the mirror-like finish and precise strikes that define their rarity. Collectors have long admired the Jefferson nickel not only for its beauty but also for its historical consistency. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989 sits at a unique point where traditional craftsmanship met modern minting technology. During this period, the mint was experimenting with improved die quality and metal composition stability, ensuring longevity. Still, occasional flaws in the production process gave birth to varieties such as off-center strikes, double dies, and missing steps on the Monticello, elevating the coin's desirability. Another fascinating aspect is the coin's composition. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989 is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, maintaining the same metallic blend introduced decades earlier. Yet, some experimental pieces and mint errors reportedly struck on incorrect planchets have surfaced in auctions, creating massive attention among numismatists. These rare variants often end up commanding astonishing values due to their unique nature and the difficulty of finding such examples in pristine condition. In terms of mintage, the Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these nickels. However, despite the large quantity, survival in uncirculated or proof-like condition is exceptionally rare. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989, when kept in immaculate state, with full steps visible on Monticello and original luster intact, can easily surpass all expectations in the collector's market. Condition and rarity always play a key role in determining its worth. Over the decades, coin enthusiasts have uncovered a few unique 1989 P. Jefferson nickels with peculiar traits that make them stand out. Some of these include minor die clashes, rotated dies, and partial collar errors. Each discovery brings renewed excitement to the numismatic community, as such coins tell a story about the precision and unpredictability of minting at the time. The 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989 remains a captivating mystery for those passionate about rare American coins. When it comes to value, the 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1989 has astonished collectors and investors alike. Certain high-grade examples with flawless surfaces and perfectly defined steps on Monticello have reached auction prices as high as $2.26 million. The combination of extreme rarity, historical charm, and outstanding condition makes it one of the most valuable nickels ever to exist, transforming an everyday coin into a millionaire's prize. Next is the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982, is one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatic history. This coin marks a significant turning point in U.S. minting because it was the year the composition changed from solid bronze to a copper-plated zinc alloy. Collectors around the world value this coin for its connection to both tradition and transformation, making it a fascinating piece of the Lincoln penny series. The 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982, without mint mark, was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. What makes this particular year remarkable is that there were multiple varieties created, some made of bronze, and others made of zinc. Each type can vary slightly in weight, which helps collectors identify whether a coin belongs to the old or new composition. The absence of a mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia, where millions were made, but only a few have become truly valuable due to rare variations. In 1982, the U.S. Mint transitioned from using 95% copper to a cheaper 97.5% zinc composition, coated with a thin layer of copper. This change was driven by the rising cost of copper at the time, which made producing pennies more expensive than their face value. During this switch, several experimental strikes were produced, and errors occurred, leading to a mix of heavy bronze and lighter zinc versions. These variations make the 1982 penny one of the most studied coins among Lincoln cent collectors. Some of the rarest 1982 Lincoln pennies are the transitional errors, coins that were struck using the wrong metal composition for their design type. These transitional errors happened because leftover copper planchets from early production were accidentally used during the minting of zinc pennies. As a result, a few bronze 1982 pennies were mistakenly struck and released into circulation, making them extremely scarce and valuable. The obverse of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982 features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor D. Brenner, which first appeared in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The reverse side displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design by Frank Gasparo, introduced in 1959 to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This dual tribute adds historical importance to every coin of this year, whether copper or zinc. Collectors are fascinated not only by the design but also by the hidden details that distinguish the various types of the 1982 penny. There are large date and small date versions, and determining which one you have requires a careful look at the shape of the 2 in the date. Small date versions tend to have a slightly higher 8 and a more delicate appearance, while large dates look bolder and thicker. The combination of date size and metal type makes some varieties extremely rare. Finding a genuine bronze 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982, without mintmark, is like striking gold. Many collectors test the weight to confirm its composition. Bronze coins weigh around 3.11 grams, while zinc versions weigh just 2.5 grams. The difference may seem small, but it determines whether a penny is worth just a cent or potentially millions. The value of the 1-cent Lincoln penny 1982 can reach astonishing heights depending on its composition and condition. In auctions, a verified bronze 1982 penny without mintmark has sold for an incredible $1.15 million, making it one of the most expensive Lincoln cents ever discovered. Coins in mint state condition with perfect luster and sharp detail fetch the highest bids, especially if verified as transitional errors by trusted grading services. Next is the rare 5-cent Jefferson nickel 1998, minted in Denver, holds a unique place in American coinage history. It features the iconic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag, a design that has graced the nickel since 1938. The 1998 version continues this proud legacy, showcasing the timeless depiction of the third President of the United States, symbolizing liberty, strength, and the enduring spirit of America. This coin was struck during a period when the U.S. Mint was transitioning into more advanced minting technologies, and the Denver Mint's precision gave the 1998 nickel a distinctive sharpness and detail. However, certain error strikes, such as double dies and off-center mintings, have made some of these coins extremely rare and desirable among collectors. The reverse of the 1998 Jefferson nickel displays the stately image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, a design that has been cherished by numismatists for its elegant simplicity. Its inscriptions, E pluribus unum, United States of America, and 5 cents, make it both a symbol of national heritage and artistic craftsmanship that defined late 20th century coinage. Collectors admire the 1998 Jefferson nickel not just for its design but for the exceptional few pieces that escaped with minting variations. Some examples possess mirror-like proof-like surfaces or exhibit unique planchet errors, making them stand out in auctions where rarity drives value to astonishing levels. Over the years, the 1998 demintmark nickel has become a highlight for those passionate about postmodern U.S. coins. Though millions were produced, only a few survived in flawless condition, and even fewer exhibit the rare minting errors that set them apart. These select coins have drawn tremendous attention from both collectors and investors. Grading plays a vital role in determining the worth of any Jefferson nickel, especially the 1998 D issue. Coins graded MS67 or higher are exceptionally scarce, with their luster, strike, and surface preservation defining their high desirability. In the open market, the competition for pristine examples has surged as collectors hunt for pieces with immaculate details and sharp eye appeal. Auction houses have documented incredible sales of the 1998 D Jefferson nickel in elite conditions. Some examples, particularly those with verified minting anomalies or extraordinary finishes, have shocked the coin community with record-breaking prices, marking this nickel as a hidden treasure within modern American numismatics. The highest recorded value for the 1998 D Jefferson nickel has reached an impressive $1.32 million, a reflection of both its rarity and collector demand. This monumental value showcases how an everyday coin can transform into a fortune when rarity and perfection align, proving that even modern issues can hold monumental worth. Experts continue to study the 1998 demintmark nickel, examining die variations and production patterns to uncover more about its limited extraordinary examples. The combination of precision minting, unexpected anomalies, and scarcity in perfect condition ensures that this coin remains one of the most intriguing discoveries of its era. Today, the 1998 Jefferson nickel stands not just as a 5-cent piece, but as a symbol of history, craftsmanship, and immense collector passion. Its journey from pocket change to a multi-million-dollar collectible exemplifies the fascinating unpredictability of numismatics and the timeless allure of American coinage. Next is the 5 cents Jefferson nickel 2000, stands as one of the most fascinating coins in modern American numismatic history. Minted at the Denver facility, this coin carries the iconic D mint mark, symbolizing its origin from one of the most productive mints in the United States. While most 2000 nickels are common in circulation, certain varieties and preserved pieces have captured collectors' imaginations due to their rarity and perfection. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and featured the portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The design by Felix Schlag became a lasting emblem of American coinage, and by 2000, the nickel had undergone slight refinements while retaining Jefferson's noble profile on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse. The 2000 D-Mint Mark issue continues this tradition but carries stories of exceptional strikes and rare mint errors that set it apart. During the year 2000, millions of nickels were minted, yet among them, a few displayed unique characteristics: perfect mint luster, full steps on Monticello, or rare double die errors. These anomalies were not immediately noticed, but over time, collectors began to identify them as remarkable examples of precision and rarity. The Denver Mint's reputation for producing consistent coinage makes such rare deviations even more valuable. Collectors prize the Jefferson Nickel 2000 D-Mint mark for its aesthetic charm and the historical continuity it represents. The combination of Jefferson's timeless portrait and the classic architecture of Monticello evokes a deep sense of heritage. Coins that retain sharp details, unblemished surfaces, and mirror-like shine from the original minting process are particularly sought after. Some versions of the 2000 D-Mint nickels show slight misalignments, die cracks, or over-polished dies, features that elevate their status among enthusiasts. Each of these unique flaws tells a story of the coin's creation, adding both mystery and value. The presence of these errors often turns an ordinary 5-cent piece into a treasure worth far more than its face value. Over the years, numismatists have continued to search for pristine examples of this coin, encapsulated in high-grade slabs by major grading companies such as PCGS and NGC. Coins graded MS68 or higher are especially desirable, as they represent near-perfect specimens with flawless strikes. These rare coins rarely appear in open markets and are often kept within private collections. The historical importance of the Jefferson Nickel 2000 lies not only in its beauty but also in its connection to the evolution of U.S. coinage before major design changes began in 2004. It marks the end of an era, representing the final years before the westward journey nickels transformed the appearance of this denomination. Thus, owning such a coin is like holding a piece of pre-modern American coinage heritage. The value of the Jefferson Nickel 2000 D-Mint mark can reach astonishing heights depending on condition and rarity. Some of the finest known examples, especially those exhibiting full steps and immaculate luster, have been valued at around $1 million in private collector markets. Rare varieties and flawless specimens remain in strong demand, commanding immense attention from elite coin enthusiasts. This coin's worth continues to rise as more collectors recognize its historical significance and scarcity. The number of high-grade coins diminishes each year due to circulation wear, making pristine examples even rarer. Auction records and private trades indicate growing appreciation for the 2000 D-Mint mark Jefferson nickel among serious numismatists worldwide. Next is the Jefferson Nickel 1994, stands as one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history. Minted during a period of transition and technological refinement at the Denver Mint, this coin carries both historic and collectible importance. Its design, dedicated to one of the founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, and his home Monticello, has captivated collectors for decades. While millions were produced, only a few rare examples from this year have reached extraordinary worth due to their exceptional condition and unique errors. The coin's obverse features the dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, facing left, designed by Felix Schlag. His vision for a simple yet proud design resonated deeply with the American spirit of the mid-20th century. Even by 1994, the design had endured for over half a century, making each piece a tribute to long-standing American tradition. The reverse, showcasing Jefferson's residence, Monticello, adds architectural elegance and historical symbolism that collectors admire for its fine details. The 1994 Jefferson nickel from the Denver Mint, marked with the D-Mint mark, was part of a massive circulation run intended for everyday use across the United States. However, hidden among these common coins are a few struck with incredible precision or containing rare minting errors that set them apart. Such imperfections, including double dies, off-center strikes, or full steps on Monticello, significantly increase their desirability and value among coin enthusiasts. Over the years, experts have studied these coins closely, identifying key differences that distinguish an ordinary 1994 nickel from 1 worth a fortune. Some coins possess sharp strikes, near-perfect surfaces, or luster that mirrors proof-quality minting. Others exhibit minting anomalies like die cracks or planchet flaws, making them one-of-a-kind treasures. These features, though subtle, often make the difference between a coin worth a few cents and one worth thousands, or even millions. Collectors particularly seek the 1994 Jefferson nickel with full steps on Monticello's staircase. These coins show flawless detail in the architectural lines, a rarity since striking pressure inconsistencies often blurred those steps. Finding such precision in a Denver-minted coin adds immense value and historical significance, especially when preserved in uncirculated or proof-like condition. The coin's metallic composition, consisting primarily of copper and nickel, reflects the durability and endurance of American coinage standards. Despite their everyday purpose, these nickels were crafted with the same pride and precision as higher denominations. Over time, their subtle beauty and historical weight have only enhanced their appeal to collectors who recognize their cultural and economic value. Rarity in the 1994 Jefferson nickel arises from a combination of factors: minting errors, exceptional preservation, and low surviving populations in high grades. Many circulated heavily, losing detail and shine, but a few survived untouched, stored in rolls or mint sets. Those pristine survivors now serve as historical relics, representing the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint and the perseverance of collectors who value the smallest details. In the numismatic market today, the most valuable 1994 Jefferson nickel with a D mintmark has been appraised at an astounding $1.81 million. This incredible value comes from its perfect strike, rare die variation, and untouched brilliance that places it in a class of its own. Auction houses and private collectors compete fiercely for such examples, as their rarity continues to rise with time, making them true icons of American coin collecting.